I forgot to start our song, but that's okay. We'll just. Okay, guys, it's time for Tina to go to bed, so I apologize. Um,
What's good, everybody? You're tuning in into Peaches and Power Bombs. I am Sarah Hirsch. On my other side is Tina Miller, who's going to
hello.
Revolution this weekend.
Woo! I'm so excited.
I know you are. I know you are.
I can't
So,
wait.
how is everybody doing tonight? If you're tuning in, you know, drop us a line, say hi, like, subscribe, share, tell people how awesome we are, all that good and fun stuff.
Yep.
So, um, so, well, Tina, the game has changed.
I know.
I mentioned it to you the other day. I had a feeling that's what it was going to be, and I was right.
Yeah, a lot of people were expecting some kind of a streaming service, but nope. Tony Khan comes out there and says, "Hey, I'm buying Ring of Honor."
Mm-hmm.
And there's no Shane this time.
Right? He said that right after. That was so funny.
Our friend Ron is in the chat. Hello, Ron.
Hey, Ron, how's it going?
This was crazy.
You know, when WWE bought WCW, um, they did it as a storyline, and you know how it all went and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I don't think we're going to see it with this. Tony Khan is, to me, Tony Khan is very passionate. I mean, I know the AEW stars say that, but I'm trying to share this to my page. Sorry, but but I think he's really gonna do something with Ring of Honor.
I think
Um,
so too. I hope that he keeps it a separate entity and maybe
yeah,
like do a clash show every once in a while, but just
yeah.
having it two separate things.
Well,
I
they
think that
kind of
would be
had that
awesome.
partnership with New Japan there a couple years back. So and then you start thinking about it. Jay Lethal signed to AEW. So this is not an overnight thing. This has been, I think it's been a month or so coming.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you got Jay Lethal putting bugs in his ear. You got people like Chris Daniels, Brian Danielson, etc., putting bugs
Mm-hmm.
in his ear.
Yep.
And who just recently parted ways with Tony Khan about 2 weeks ago, and we don't know what he's doing. Hmm? I think I think Cody might have some involvement with it. And if it does, I already know some of y'all are gonna be like, Sarah said it. I really think that Cody will have something to do with that, and I'm all for it if
Yeah,
that's the
I would be
case.
up for that too. And also, we could maybe finally get them boys, the Briscoes, versus that
Yes.
FTR that we have been dying to see.
Yes. Oh, they tweeted Tony Khan. I saw it on Wrestling Inc. And they're like, hey, when we face the FTR?
Yes. Yes. Real quick, we have some folks in the house.
All right.
Carlos says hello,
Hey.
and Tony may need a third show with all this talent.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's coming.
Yeah.
It is coming. Yeah, I think Ring of Honor is going to be its own separate entity. I heard it was more like a developmental thing, but honestly, if you just keep Ring of Honor how it was, I mean, you could have AEW talent on there. Like I said, they had that
Yeah.
partnership with New Japan. As long as you keep it like that, I think it'd be all right. So,
My
excuse
niece
me.
Shunty is in, and by the way, Shunty, I am wearing my bracelet that you made me.
Oh, hi.
Ron, this was a joke, okay? FTR is not actually retired, and if it was real, they were retired for like 3 hours, and now they're back, so it's all good. And Carlos says Cody is coming back. I don't buy that he left. I think he said he is not retiring until 40. Yeah. it just does not make any sense for him to go back to WWE.
No, and if he did something with WWE, I'm pretty sure it was just like a one-time deal or something like that. I think he'd be crazy, but stranger things have happened.
That is true. That's true.
And you also got to remember too. We got a lot of free agents out there. We got Cesaro, who's now a free agent.
Right.
Johnny Gargano is a free agent. You still got some Ring of Honor talent that are probably going to come back. So it really opens up the doors and it's endless possibilities. But I think it's a good idea, and even the former Ring of Honor owner, he was like, this was my baby, and I know Tony Khan's going to take care of it, and I believe that.
Right, right. I honestly think that he should use it as a second brand and maybe shift some of the talent around because they're so bloated with talent.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect opportunity to give everybody a a place to actually work at, and they won't be sitting around doing nothing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it would be a real, I think it's a great thing. Okay, real quick. Ron says, "Hey, if it's on the internet, it's real, right?"
Absolutely.
And Shanti says, "I so doubt he, meaning Cody Rhodes, is going to go back to WWE." Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he did a tribute to the Undertaker or something. You never know.
Never know.
I'm being funny, but yeah, you never know.
Speaking of WWE, we had to kind of trim everything down tonight, guys, because, I have to go to bed early. So we're going to talk about the only interesting match on the WrestleMania card as of yet.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh, this is a dream for me. I know Shunty and mine, we both love AJ Styles so much. So this is like a dream come true for us.
Yes. Yes. Dude, I'm not excited for WrestleMania, but that excites me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that they did this well too. They kind of did a double turn because AJ's been a heel for quite a long time on the roster,
Oh
a
yeah, it
couple
was well
years
over a year.
now.
Yeah.
And they did a nice little double turn here with Edge attacking him there at the end right after AJ accepts his challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So, um I think that was smart. I think that was smart.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was definitely a swerve, and I hope this isn't the only match between them. I hope we get a little series going on. I already know they're gonna knock it out of the park. I mean,
It's going to be the match of WrestleMania.
oh yeah, I'll probably watch a couple other matches because it's WrestleMania and I support some of them.
Right.
But AJ Styles and Edge, oh yeah, like hello. That's a dream match. Everybody wants to see that. I mean, if you don't want to see it, I feel bad for you.
I know, right?
I think it's going to be a classic. It's a
Is.
tall order, but AJ Styles and Edge, I mean, easy, 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 easy.
Carlos says that he's going to SmackDown tomorrow. Hope you
Ooh,
enjoy it. Have a good time.
yes.
And Shunty says, AJ for me. Sorry, Edge.
Ah.
And Ron says, I believe that's a different type of excitement, though.
PG, PG.
Oh. But yeah, that's going to be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that's going on Raw or SmackDown that you want to go over before we start talking about the Revolution card?
I was excited, or no, not excited. See, I'm still thinking about AJ Styles Nick. I saw that Finn Balor won a United States title from Damian Priest, which
yes.
I was surprised by. That was a complete swerve. And I was like, I'm not mad. It's Finn Balor because we love Finn Balor.
Yep,
I was real surprised.
They did a turn there too, because Damian
Yeah.
Priest turned heel as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird that they did two in the same night.
I know. I know. But yeah, that was like the only thing. And then silly me went ahead and deleted NXT. And I
Oh.
forgot that Tommaso Ciampa and Dolph Ziggler was in a match. And I'm like, why did I do that?
Oh man.
Mm.
I haven't watched NXT in a long time, and I really need to get back to it.
Yeah. If you can look past the bright Nickelodeon colors, it's really not that bad. It just I'm kind of taking a break off of WWE right now, so that included NXT too, and I
I
was
understand. I
I
understand.
forgot all about that, and my nephew called me and told me about it. I was like, why did I do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Why did I do it?
I kind of just watch what I want to watch, like the clips of the people that I like to see, and then I just don't watch the whole 2 hours anymore. So
Yeah.
okay, anything else with WrestleMania or anything like that before we get into our Revolution card?
Well, we had Undertaker on here. Do you want to go ahead and talk
Yes.
about that?
Oh, yes, yes. I forgot about that. The Undertaker is going into the Hall of Fame, as we all know. It was just announced on Pat McAfee's podcast that Vince McMahon will be inducting the Undertaker into the Hall
Mm-hmm.
of Fame, which he never does. I think Stone Cold's the only one he's ever inducted into. So,
I gotcha. Yeah. I know we were talking the other day, and I was like, I think I heard Vader was inducted too for this year, but I think it was last year. I saw that somewhere. I couldn't tell you where it was, but I think he's already in the Hall of Fame. But I think this should be a standalone Hall of Fame. Because they had one for Andre the Giant, the Undertaker. I mean, anybody else, I would feel would be overshadowed,
yep, yep,
considering the Undertaker is the cornerstone and
right.
of WWE, that is. And wow, yeah. I mean, he deserves it. I mean, he has stuck with them through thick and thin. I mean, he's been there through the ups and downs and
Hmm.
turnarounds, and it. And I was like, why would you? I was like, huh, I hate that y'all are having it after a SmackDown, but
I know it's late. These old people can't stay up the late no more.
right.
People,
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. I think a Sunday is supposed to be about 4 hours long, and by the end of it, I'm going to be like, Hangman Adam Page, yay!
Oh, I know. Oh, girl. AEW wears me out every time.
Yep.
Every time.
It's like Eddie Kingston's going to take all of my inner
Even
sleep afterward.
when they're talking, and I'll kind of be like backing off, leaving, and be like, I love you guys, but I got to go. I just get tired. It's old lady thing.
Okay, we got some comments coming in. Ron says that The Undertaker is one of the greatest characters ever in all of professional wrestling, not just the WWE. I
You're
think
right.
he is the greatest character
Yeah.
ever, just plain out.
I think for somebody to take that character like he did and take it to the he pushed that character to great heights and everything. You're really not going to get something like that ever. I don't think. Bray Wyatt was very close, and that's why a lot of times people would compare the two, because just it was like the only character he could do some outlandish stuff, and we loved it. Anybody else were like, really?
Well, that goes to show the man Mark Calloway, because if you look at the character of the Undertaker on paper, it's extremely silly, right?
Right.
It's goofy. No one else would have been able to pull that off. It would have
No.
been like a 3-month gimmick, and then it would have been gone.
Yeah.
Shane says, "Oh, sorry. We do have a Shane actually, Tony Khan. Shane is here."
Yeah. One of our regulars on Peaches and Power Moms.
Absolutely. We're so happy you're here. I watched an old interview with Paul Bear. You know what the Undertaker doesn't like? Cucumbers. I heard that. Paul used to rib him by putting them in his hat and clothes. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
And
oh
Ron
man,
says,
it'd been awesome if he was alive to be there.
yeah, that would have been great to see. And it's after SmackDown. Yes, it's after SmackDown. Wouldn't that be competing with Rampage?
I think they're gonna air it on Peacock probably like the next day or something like that. I don't know if it's live or.
It's not live. It's probably going to be. I don't think it'll be next day. I think it'll probably be coming on after SmackDown, but
I gotcha.
It'll be live
because it's supposed to happen after SmackDown, so I'm not. Well, I guess it would be live. I don't know.
Shanti says that anyone else needs to go in the Hall of Fame, and it should be the Undertaker. Yep. Yes. I was very sad that I didn't get to see him back in 2015, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, me and Alex talked about that today, and I said maybe one day we'll be at a show and he makes a surprise appearance, and it just. Yeah, that moment was stolen from a lot of people back in Survivor Series 2015.
Yep.
If you don't remember, that was when ISIS had bombed Paris, and they were targeting Atlanta, and so I had to sell my ticket. I went, but yeah, I had to sell the ticket because I was going to take my nephew, and he was like 2015. He was 7 at the time, so that was a decision that was it was out of my control, and we just thought best he stayed home, because you never know. But at the same time, he's not my child, so
right.
I cried so hard because he wanted to see the Undertaker more than anything, and him and Kane were teaming up, and Kane was like his favorite wrestler at the time. Oh God, it ate me alive. It really did.
Yeah.
But it sucks.
Yeah, I was crying through the whole show because I was like, oh. But it is what it is. Things happen. You can't always control everything.
Yeah, it was beyond our control, so it was just like sucked. But I went there, and it was fine, and I recorded the whole thing for Alex. But it would have just been better if he was there to experience the entrance and everything, because the Undertaker's entrance is just, I can't describe it. It's out of this world. And you know how they used to say, the commentators would always say, "Oh, it's so cold in here." It really does get cold. It really does.
Wow.
And I've seen him a few times. I know this. Yes. It's like, dang, it's cold in here. So, but yeah, Undertaker, he's just, oh God, I don't know if I can name a favorite Undertaker moment. Where to, Stephanie? What do you have to talk to her? I don't know. Oh gosh, so many good memories.
Yep.
At one time, I said I was going to marry the Undertaker. I was like 13, and everybody laughed at me. He actually married to Sarah at one point, but it wasn't me. It was somebody else. Now he's married to Michelle McCool.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think that's it as far as that goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into this Revolution card. We have the face of the Revolution ladder match. Keith Lee versus Wardlow versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Orange Cassidy versus Ricky Starks versus To Be Determined. And that match will happen on Rampage tomorrow. And it'll be Christian Cage versus Ethan Page. I think those are the two. Okay. So it's someone that ends with age is going to be that last person.
Okay.
Either Ethan or Christian.
Christian Cage or Ethan Page. Hey!
Yep.
You
My
know,
guess
go
is
ahead.
that they already have 3 heels in this match, so I'm guessing it'll be Christian.
And you know what? Keith Lee, Wardlow, and Powerhouse Hobbs. Those are some heavyweights. And
Yeah,
then Orange Cassidy and Ricky Starks, they're more on the, I won't say cruiserweight, but, you
lighter
know,
side.
lighter side. Yeah. So, and, Christian's one of those that could do both. So I like the mix. It'll
Yeah.
be interesting.
I think it boils down to either Keith Lee or Wardlow.
Ooh, it's going to be
They
good stuff.
yeah,
Don't forget about Ricky Starks now, because I think
yeah,
Ricky
it could be
Starks
him
could,
too.
Ricky Starks would probably steal the show. I love him. He could very much steal the show.
It probably won't be Wardlow because I can kind of see Sean Spears costing him this match
Mm-hmm.
after what happened on Rampage Dynamite this past
Mm-hmm.
week when Wardlow stopped him from hitting that guy with the chair, and then that whole confrontation with MJF in the back. So
Oof,
it's
okay.
another step forward to that Wardlow face turn. We've been biting at the bit for it. We're waiting for it to
Mm-hmm.
happen. So I honestly think it should be Keith Lee. If it's not going to be Wardlow, I think it should be Keith Lee and give him gusto.
Yeah, Keith Lee's on a hot streak, so he debuted in the Revel his for to be in this match. So
Ron says Christian was the face of the Revolution in 2002, not 2022. So I'm guessing he doesn't want him to win. And Tim Sherry says if Orange Cassidy wins, he's going to riot.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I forgot about this. They did resign. They did resign Brian Cage.
Yes, I
My mom
forgot
is
about that too.
downstairs in my living room, and she's still saying hi.
Hi. She's just telling me hi. It's okay.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah,
kidding.
yeah. She's been telling me hi all day. Well, let's see. Let's move on. I didn't know this was going on until the other day. Andrade, Matt Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy versus Sting, Darby Allin, and Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, they've been kind of doing backstage segments the last few weeks.
Yeah, I
I,
see the faces winning this one because I think
yeah,
it's just it. There's nothing really to it. I think it's just a fun little match to have on the card and give people a breather and stuff. So
yeah, I'm still kind of and Andrade. I feel like I don't want to say he's lost in the shuffle, but it's like he's kind of floating, to
yeah,
me.
yeah,
But he's more or less bought Matt Hardy's little company group or whatever. So we'll see.
yeah. I don't think it's going to last very long because I think once Jeff comes into view, I think Matt will probably break all of this off and go in the direction of being the Hardy Boys. So
Yeah, and and I think Jeff Hardy's a free agent now, so he can very well show up at Revolution.
I don't think his non compete is up until the 12th.
Oh, I thought he was
But
already done. Oh,
and with Tony Khan already buying out Ring of Honor, I doubt if he's going to buy out Jeff's contract yet. So, and it's
okay.
only a few days later. So,
Yeah, and if Jeff, when they do bring Jeff in, I'm thinking, they could start some sort of dissension here. Now that I think about it, and then eventually, they'll have to do it storyline wise. They should.
yeah,
But everybody knows he's coming. We just don't know when.
yeah. I think he's
Yeah,
almost pretty much confirmed it.
yeah, I really thought his his clause was up. Oops.
That's okay. These 90 days take longer than we think.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. This should start This should start the show on Sunday.
Oh, yes. I am very much looking forward to that.
It's gonna be violent. It's gonna be nasty.
You said, is it Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay, I was thinking it was
Yes.
Saturday.
Well, it usually is. They don't usually do Sunday pay-per-views. It's odd. I guess it was just a scheduling thing with the arena. I don't know.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see the outcome of this because everybody's thinking what's going to happen with these two because these are two that are world title contenders. And, with Hangman Page and Adam Cole, MJF is going to be in that picture sooner or later. With these two, proposing this, faction, it could very well happen. And, if it does, great, because it'll give something for the both of them to do, be an unstoppable force, if it happens. But, we shall see.
Shane says that Mox versus Danielson will be a bloodbath. Moxley will win. I actually think Bryan Danielson's going to win. But it doesn't really matter to me who wins in this match. It doesn't.
Who's gonna win this match? All
Everybody.
of us. Yeah. All of us. We're gonna win this match.
Yep.
It's gonna be good.
Julian's in the chat. Hey, y'all.
Hey, Julian. Hey, best friend. I'll call you later.
Yep. That's going to be good. Oh, I missed one. Sorry. Tim says that Sammy and Darby are too good for this nonsense. Maybe, but it gives them something to do on the card, and it's not like a real serious thing. There's a lot of serious on this. We have this match, Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. Serious, going to get you in the emotional feels. We have Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. Serious, going to get you in the emotional feels. CM Punk and MJF. Very serious, very emotional, going to wear you plumb out by the end of it.
And it'll also be a bloodbath.
Yeah. So we need something lighthearted. So I'm actually okay with this, with that match.
I could actually see them opening the match too, or opening the show too.
Maybe. All right, what else we got on here? Okay, we have the TBS title, Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti. This is Jade's biggest threat to her title since she's gotten it.
Go ahead.
Biggest threat across the board, actually.
And this will also be Jade's first pay-per-view match.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I think Jade's gonna win, but Ty Conti's gonna give her a run for her money.
Yeah. Everybody's been dogging on Jade a lot about her mistake last week, that she didn't kick out in time, and then the ref goofed it up and stopped it and everything. But you know what? She's only had a few matches, honestly. How many matches she's had? Like 20 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's learning on camera, basically, because you don't want to hide. Yeah, you don't want to hide because she's already got the it factor, that star power, that presence, and you don't want to hide that. But at the same time, as far as the ring work, she's just learning in front of everybody, and everybody gets to see it. Okay, so let's cut her some slack. All right. In another year or so, if she's still making these mistakes, then I can say, okay, girl, we need to work on that. But as far as right now, she's just learning, and I can.
The star power is there, like you said. Star power is there, and I mean, you don't want to sleep on that, especially with somebody of her caliber. I mean, she looks great. I love her attitude. So you just have to kind of give her the benefit of the doubt. I know people, and I love how she takes the green comments. She's like, yeah, I'm green like money. I was like, You know what?
Yeah,
That's
she knows
right.
what she's doing. She knows what she's doing as far as that mental capacity stuff goes. And as far as ring stuff goes too, she's training with the best. Brian Danielson is training her. What more could you ask for?
I mean, he trained his wife Brie. I mean, and
Yeah.
you could tell in the ring with Brie after a while that I was like, her and Brian are I said, yep, that's paying off. So I mean, if he could train Brie Bella and
Mhm.
she got a lot better in the ring, and it's gonna
Yeah.
happen for Jade.
Yep. Shane says that Jade will win and it'll be a squash match. I don't think it'll be a
I don't
squash
think so.
match. It'll probably be about not long, less than 10 minutes, but more than 5.
Yeah. 7,
Uh
8 minutes maybe.
Julian says, what about Chavo leaving? Do you mean AEW?
Yeah.
AWE? Unexpected? I didn't know he was still with them. Is he
Yeah,
backstage?
I think he was. There was something online. Basically, he got let go by AEW and he didn't know about it. I think he heard about it on the internet. It was something to that effect. I was like,
That's weird.
ugh.
I hadn't heard anything about that, but of course I haven't really been
I
paying attention
saw
either.
something on it. I didn't read into it, but yeah.
He was signed, but he got removed from the roster page. That's what Ron says. Oh, Shane, these are fighting words.
Ooh.
All right. We gotta do it. We gotta do it, okay?
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me!
We going down. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Everybody has their opinion. It's okay. I love me some Bianca Belair, and I love Jade too, but I really love me some Bianca Belair. So,
I think somebody's trying to make an appearance.
oh yeah, we got a little mascot. Oh, this is perfect. Guess what is right after the TBS title match?
What's that? Woo! Yes!
Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston.
That's gonna be good. Oh my gosh.
I ain't sitting down through this whole match. There ain't no way I'm gonna be able to.
I can see you during this entire match just screaming and talking your trash and
yes. And speaking of this, Santana and Ortiz, you on my boo-boo list now, buddy.
oh boo boo.
What in the world did you do going over to Chris Jericho on Wednesday night and saying, we cool, we cool? You ain't gonna do my dude like that.
Swerve.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know.
The kids are playing by me and they're trying to knock things down.
Oh,
See?
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm moving because they're playing under the desk.
So we already know, everybody already knows that both of us are looking forward to this, and Eddie Kingston has to win this. And I don't mean that just because I want Eddie Kingston to win every little thing he's in, okay? If he's in a snowball fight with some kid down the street, he's gonna have to win. But he has to win this in story and everything. Jericho don't need nothing. He's Chris freaking Jericho.
I'm Chris Jericho, baby.
Yeah. So, Jericho says that if Eddie Kingston beats him, he's going to shake his hand and look him in the eye and give him the respect. And if he don't, and he won't, so he says,
I think this is going to
laugh in his face.
I think this is going to be a way better match than anybody expects. And of course, the whole thing with Eddie Kingston, that's mine and Tina's favorite story. And, you know, I love the fact that they're doing this because stuff like that does get a person down, you know, but Eddie Kingston's showing that he is fighting for it and, you know, he's standing his ground. And that's stuff people with depression do every day.
And this, you know, people don't think so much with this one, but they are telling a very interesting story with this one too, because Jericho keeps saying, Eddie, you're scared of success.
Challenging him.
You're sabotaging yourself all the time. Every time you get close and you just take yourself and knock yourself down. Who does that on a regular basis? Hello. I sabotage myself all the time. Every time I get close
Yes.
to success, I freak out and think that I don't deserve it and make sure that it doesn't happen for me. And then I go, see there, you don't deserve it. And then it really was just me. It wasn't that I don't deserve it. So
it'll be like me. Someone's like, you idiot, you can't even do that right, you know?
Yep, it's amazing how almost every storyline that Eddie is in, it speaks, it hits so close to home, and it speaks volume to how real life is. I really don't see that so much in Lord Bill. Make your presence known.
Usually
Anyway.
it's the other way around. Hey!
Woo! They've
Chill
never
out.
been so vocal before.
Get over there. Sorry.
The
Mom
children's
duty's fault.
are the children's are not behaving tonight.
No. Yeah, you know, I live in a 2-bedroom home. They have a whole house to play in, and they choose to play under my feet while we're doing a podcast live. Every time. Poor little Mina, she just wants to make her appearance on camera, and Bella's just not letting her.
Ron says that they acknowledged him, meaning Santana and Ortiz, and the fact that he was correct about how they can't get it done. Over 2 matches. 2 matches. They lose 2 matches. And then they go crawling back to Chris Jericho. Okay.
Hey. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hold on.
Okay, I'll go ahead and read this comment. Chris Jericho could wrestle a broomstick and get it over. Jericho can get anything over. He got the word "it" over.
Yeah.
He got a stupid lick over.
Broomstick.
I mean, he's not as springy as he used to be, but that don't mean that he's still not a valuable player and still can't get the job done. So okay. Oh my goodness. This might be the moment of the night. This has definitely been the storyline of the year so far. MJF, our little rat king, pulled the wool over our eyes for a solid week. This is beautiful.
I knew he was full of it.
Yeah, but it was fun to imagine while we could. Thinking
he was. Yeah, it's like I'm like, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
And I definitely can't throw him. So
no.
Yeah, CM Punk comes out there and he talks about how he's always asked himself, is he the good guy? Is he the bad guy? What's going on? And how he needs to talk to Max, and MJF comes out there and he talks to him and he's like, this ain't about you and this ain't about me. This is about the little 11-year-old boy watching at home who's looking up to MJF like you used to look up to me. And you know, everything's bigger than us. And so he reached out for his hand, and MJF gives him a big hug. And then CM Punk is a little startled for a second, and then he finally embraces him. And what does MJF do? Low blow, calls out the cronies. They come out and they bloody the crap out of CM Punk. He was just pouring. He was hanging from the ropes by that dog collar, and you know,
that was rough.
MJF said that one of the things that the devil has done is convince people that he doesn't exist, and you've forgotten that I am the devil himself. And there you go. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's good stuff. CM Punk's just loving this. I mean, I know he's thriving.
Carlos says that no one bought it. I did for a second because it was very convincing. It was a beautiful promo last week.
Yeah, it was good. I'll give him that. But I knew he was full of it.
Yeah. Carlos says Wardlow will cost MJF the match and turn on him.
Ooh!
Maybe.
My brother and I were talking earlier, and he was like, I was like, well, I think MJF's going to win this one, and perhaps pretty much win this feud for now. And Alan was like, yeah. He said, well, the other thing he can do is go for the world title after Hangman Page and Adam Cole are done with. He said, I fully expect MJF to be next in line. And I was like,
yeah, absolutely.
So if MJF's going to probably win this match, and that's going to give him bragging rights. Hey, I did this.
Win this match. He should win this match. Absolutely. Shane says that he went back and watched the segment again after MJF hit Punk with the ring, and Punk actually cut himself to bleed. You can actually see him do it. Yeah, it still looked gross.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I don't think I could.
Yeah.
I'm too big of a wuss.
I know. I don't want to scar my pretty face. Well, I'm being funny, but yeah.
All right, to lighten things up a little bit, we have the tag titles. The Jurassic Express, our champions, versus Red Dragon versus the Young Bucks.
I think this is gonna be another one of those. It's gonna be a better match than everybody expects.
Yeah, it always is. I'm hardly ever. It's funny when Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus are involved. It's always, to me, it looks like a throwaway match from just looking at the card, and then they always surprise me with how entertaining it is.
Yeah.
With that being said, they don't need to be the tag team champions anymore. So I kind of hope Red Dragon wins.
Yes, I love me some Red Dragon. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, all day long, honey. All day long. And I love me some Red Dragon.
And I think that they should pin the Young Bucks in order to win it.
Ooh, that would be awesome. And that would set them up. Yes.
Yep.
I think I like that.
They're already playing with it, so let's play with it some more.
Oh, yeah, let's throw some gold in it. That's always a good reason to fight, right?
Right. Carlos thinks that the Young Bucks are going to win. They could.
They could.
They could. They don't like
either way. It'll be good.
Yeah, they don't like to be away from the tag titles for long. All right, next up, we have the AEW Women's title, Dr. Britt Baker. Sorry, my fingers were like trying to get there real quick, and I was like, Dr. Britt Baker,
I'm not sure who's going to win this one. I know Thunder Rosa got the win last night. They were in a tag match. Thunder Rosa got the win last night.
Right.
I don't know. I think Britt's going to take it. They're going to find a way to screw Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez.
I think that Britt Baker will win this one, but I think that Thunder Rosa will probably win it at Double or Nothing. I was expecting what the tag match that happened last night to happen at Revolution. That they just went ahead and went with the title, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so when I think of the women's title picture, yeah, it's like, who is next in line other than Thunder Rosa? I really don't know.
I don't know. They're doing stuff with Serena Deeb on Rampage, but I don't think she's quite.
Oh, I would love for her to be a title contender. Oh my gosh.
She needs to be. She needs
to be. Yeah, they're definitely working on secondary storylines. I love the Professor of Wrestling or whatever. I love her anyway. You know, you got Red Velvet, you got others, Anna Jay, you know,
Yeah. And
so
Layla Hirsch and Chris Statlander have a little storyline going on, and
oh
they're in
yeah,
the
that's
buy-in.
right.
Their
Mm-hmm.
match is on the buy-in, so
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
let's see.
I'm not kin to Layla by any means, I don't think. If we are, I don't know it.
Well, she was born in Russia, so I doubt it.
Yeah.
Carlos says that Thunder Rosa wins unless Brett gets help. Brett gets
Oh,
help.
that's
She always
helping.
has help. Shane says I'm going with the upset. Thunder Rosa will win.
It'd be
And
a
to
nice
me,
surprise.
yes, Serena Deeb should be next in line. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially if Thunder Rosa wins, and then
Ooh,
because Serena
that'd be
Deeb's
some
kind of
good
a heel,
stuff.
so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Ron is saying the same thing. If Thunder doesn't take it, Deeb needs to challenge next, and that Layla is awesome. Big fan of hers. Yeah, me too. We are. She is also a September 27th baby, so
Oh,
she joins the great list of September 27th people. Me and our special guest from this week, AC Mac. So
yeah, friend of the page.
yes. By the way, everybody, since I have y'all here live, we had an amazing interview
Oh,
with
so
AC Mac, Atlanta's own. He's an independent wrestler. He wrestles all over the country pretty much, but he specifically loves to give back to the South and wrestle mainly here. He is the first openly gay world champion in professional wrestling, so he is also a history maker, and he is just a lovely person, very
yes.
vibrant character. So please go check that out. It was absolutely awesome to have him on here.
Yes, we had an awesome time, and I think y'all will enjoy it.
I didn't have to edit anything. That is how great that interview went. So
That's good.
yeah,
Even
and with
Mina
us,
made a couple appearances. After I yelled at them, they pretty much listened, and they're somewhere.
yeah, silly things. Okay, the main event of the night. We have Adam versus Adam for the world title. The Hangman versus Boom Baby.
Yeah. This is gonna be good. Oh gosh, that's
Yeah.
gonna. Hangman Page is gonna have a fight on his hands, but I think he'll retain because I don't see Adam Cole winning and then MJF challenging him. That's just two heels. No.
No. I think it would be better if it was Adam Page.
Yeah.
Of course, who knows? They might be thinking, oh, Hangman Adam Page's world title reign hasn't gone the way we wanted it to, so we're going to take it off of him early. I don't think they'll do that, though. I mean,
He worked too hard for it.
Let him keep it through the summer and have MJF take it off of him at All Out, and then things are peachy clean.
Yeah, you could do that. You know, but you have Double or Nothing too, so you got to have something for him for Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I see MJF versus Wardlow at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, that's good. That well, yeah,
They could do a part 2 of this though.
They could, or you know, have him if MJF does win. Say MJF gets in there and he wins the championship at Double or Nothing. Who's to say? Who's to say? Like MJF is already a jerk. It's going to be worse when he wins the gold, and it might get to the point where Wardlow had enough.
I don't know, but I don't think it should be this soon.
Yeah.
So I think that they should wait until All Out for MJF to grab it. How close is Kenny Omega to being cleared?
I don't know. We were talking about that the other day, and I was asking you. I was like, "Do you think he'll come back to Revolution?" And pretty much when you told me no, and I said at the same time, yeah, you're right. Maybe double or nothing. He'll be back.
Yeah, and that would be easy because this would be a super easy rematch. Then, I mean, it writes itself.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Yeah,
if you hold off on that, yeah, that'd be awesome for a double or nothing.
Okay, we have a lot of comments. Shane says Hangman will win. Ron says MJF is a heel. Adam Cole Bebe is an anti-hero heel. Two different vibes. Yeah, but at the end of the day, heel is heel, so it would still work. The trios title should be between Cole and Red Dragon versus Jungle Express with Christian. Do they have a trio? Are they talking about one?
I think they're talking about one. I don't know.
Carlos says would like to see MJF and Wardlow in a cage match. Yeah.
Yeah, I could just see Warlord just tearing him up. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Carlos is right. He still has surgeries and treatments.
Yeah, he's pretty beat up. So, yeah, I don't think he'll be well. I mean, there's a possibility he could come back at double or nothing, but he might come back at All Out. So we'll see. He needs this time off. Kenny Omega's just really worked his butt off for so many years. He was working beat up, and he needs the time to rest his body. I think he's my age, 38. You need time to heal.
I'm only 34, and I know just after going to Orlando and coming back, I'm going to be like, I ain't going nowhere.
Oh, yeah. It's just one of those things that happens when you're in your 30s.
Shane, he is on the pre-show. Him and QT Marshall will be having a match.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. I love Hook. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of Hook, we have to send him. We have to send Hook.
Yeah.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring from St. Mark's Place, weighing 201 pounds, he is Hook.
There we go. Our day is complete. We sent Hook.
Yes.
All that in a bag of chips.
Hook is just a vibe. Oh my gosh.
I know.
I tell you what, I feel like a cougar because he's so cute. I'm like, Taz, you did a good job.
Lord.
He is so cute. But man, I love his ring work. Oh my gosh.
All right. He's kind of young, dear.
That's why I said cougar.
Oh man.
Oh gosh.
It's funny.
Yeah,
Issa talks about MJF and she's like, he's only 25, and I feel like she's like, I feel so wrong.
Oh, I know. It was kind of like, when Twilight came out and Jacob, Taylor Lautner, he was fine. And I'm like, oh God, you barely 18. Man, let me stop looking at you. It's wrong.
That's funny. Okay, I think that is the entire card. Is there anything else you can think of that we should go over before we send Tina to bed so she can get to Orlando tomorrow?
Well, with the whole Ring of Honor thing, Revolution's coming up. I don't know how long it's going to take before Ring of Honor even starts back up. So, do you think there'll be seeds planted at Revolution, perhaps, or you think they might wait a little more?
I don't know. I thought that they were planning a show sometime around the WrestleMania-ish time, and that was before Tony's announcement. So,
okay,
I think that they should probably just keep building towards that and doing a lot of big things with that upcoming show. Let's see if anybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, too, as far as free agents goes, Shane Strickland, formerly known as Isaiah Swerve Scott, he's a free agent, too. I've been reading that he may be going to AEW, and you could very well see him, in Ring of Honor as far as that goes. So,
Yep.
yeah, we'll see. It's exciting. It's, it's funny because I told Alex earlier, I was like, yeah, when WWE bought WCW and blah, 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 I was like, it was so crazy and da, 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 da. I said, it's not a monopoly this time. I said, we're really going to see game-changing stuff. I mean...
Yeah. Someone had asked before, and I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Carlos, asking if he sees Tony buying out a bunch of companies, and I don't think so, because I think
No.
he really respects the business and wants there to be a multiple options for people, not just for the fans, but for the talent too. So I don't see him going after NWA or Impact or anything like that, unless it just completely tanks and they can't keep it up anymore and he wants to keep the legacy going or something. That's what I think happened here, is he didn't want to see Ring of Honor just completely slip away. He wanted to respect the legacy that they left and to try to keep it going. So
and too, the talent keeps mentioning Ring of Honor. That's how a lot of people got their beginning. Samoa Joe, Bryan Danielson, Chris Daniels wrestled in Ring of Honor. AJ Styles, all these people that we're seeing today, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. That's how they got their start, Ring of Honor. And Ring of Honor has its own thing, its own vibe, and it was. Yeah, it was. I think for so long, they were kind of struggling, and seeing somebody like Tony Khan just pick it up, and he's going to take it in a whole new direction. I think that's great. I think that's great for wrestling. You don't have to like it, but I think it's great for wrestling. Competition brings out the best in everybody, and so.
Shane says, I heard a rumor that Ring of Honor will be the NXT of AEW. That would be okay. As long as
I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that too. I still think they'll have AEW stars on there from time to time, kind of like how they did with, as I said before, Ring of Honor had a thing with New Japan a couple years back. So people from New Japan would come in sometimes and wrestle. And, Ring of Honor had their own stars, such as Jay Lethal. Cheeseburger was one of them. I love Cheeseburger. He's one of Jericho's favorites too. But I mean, yeah, that when Ring of Honor was syndicated, sometimes I could catch it. That's how I was seeing stuff like that. And then when you see people like Moose, and he's doing some stuff at Impact, you're like, oh my gosh, I knew he was good. So yeah, and Ring of Honor kind of revived some careers too. So I mean, it all worked out. Ring of Honor is something special, and I'm just glad Tony Khan realizes that. And I think he's going to do the right thing with it. He's not going to mold it into one thing, and like Vince and them did. We're really going to see, just wrestling in general. It's just blossoming. It continues to blossom, and I think it's a very good time to be a wrestling fan. I always say that, but for like now, it really is.
Yep, it is. It is. And the more options that wrestlers have to go and work, the more options that us fans have to be able to taste different flavors of wrestling. And it just all works out. It's so much better than just having the one company, the one option, the one type,
Yeah.
So this is great.
Yeah, and even with the power of social media now, you can see just about almost everything. Well, even internet in general, because there was a time where you couldn't even get any New Japan tapes or some, or to watch TNA, I had to spend $10 a week watching their weekly pay-per-views. And I mean, it has really come a long way, and I'm just glad there's going to be some great options. I won't be able to see everything, unfortunately, but we'll all try. I just try to keep up with what's interesting, or somebody says, hey, you need to see this, I'll check it out. there's a lot of wrestling. That's good. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's hard to keep it up with it all. I know I can't. Can barely keep up with what I do watch.
Oh, I know. Absolutely. Well, the kids just came back in here. I guess they know the hour is up.
Yep. Everybody, it is time to say goodbye. We will try to be back next week at some point. Want to talk about Revolution, about being able to be there. Check out the page through the weekend. I'll try my best to upload videos and pictures and things like that of who I get to see, where I get to go, and things like that. And everybody say goodnight to Mina. It's her bedtime.
Yeah, can you tell?
Yep. All right,
All
everybody.
right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
See y'all. Bye.